Hi, we're the Brindles. My name is Cece and I'm 37 years old. I have 4 kids. Unfortunately, my first daughter, Penny, died as a baby, but I'll never forget her. My oldest living child is Jenna. She's 18 and lives with us some of the time. Katie's in the middle. She's 9 years old, but she likes to think she's 15. Melma is my youngest. He's 18 months old. They each have different father, but Melmel's is the only one who actually plays a role in his life. Katie's father refuses to see her or even send birthday gifts. Our apartment is practically a roach motel. Everything is in disrepair and the ceiling leaks. That's why I like to keep clutter out of the house. I won't tolerate a mess, and I'm not one for decorating. Not like I have the money to decorate. The one thing I do have on the wall is my GED certificate. It's framed in the kitchen, and I'm proud. I used to have a job at McDonald's, too. Everyone in our neighborhood is white, although Katie's school is about half black. Everyone else here is poor, too. Katie can walk to school, but the nearest grocery store is a 20-minute bus ride away. It's such a hassle to make that trip, especially with a toddler. We live on food stamps, but it's never enough. We usually run out before I go to pick up more every 2 weeks. That bus ride is even more of a hassle. Standing in line to get the stamps takes all day and leaves me exhausted. Thankfully, my family lives nearby. My mom and my brothers, John and Ryan, live close enough so they can help out. They have their own problems and they're completely dysfunctional, but they're the only support I have. I don't know how I'd get by without them. Katie is a good girl. She does as she's told most of the time and can entertain herself without bugging me too much. She's very dramatic, though. Sometimes she starts hitting herself. That started after first grade, when she was sexually abused. She missed some school and stayed in the hospital because she wouldn't stop hurting herself. She still does it sometimes, but I ignore it. I think she just likes the attention.
Hello, my name is Katie, and I am a 9-year-old girl. I come from a white, working-class family. I currently live with my mother, Cece, and my 18-month-old half-brother, Melvin. I have not seen my father in years, but sometimes, if I'm lucky, he sends me gifts. Occasionally, my half-sister Jenna lives with us. She's not always around, but when she is around, she brings her puppy, Rodeo. I currently go to the Lower Richmond Elementary School, and I'm in the 4th grade now. I only have 2 more years till I'm in the middle school, then I can play with all the big kids. My school is pretty close to home, so I usually walk there. When I come home after a long day of school, I like to fix myself a snack. I know my mom is usually busy, so I prefer not to bother her. I've gotten pretty used to it, so it's become natural for me. On the weekends, I like to visit my grandma. She lives pretty close to us. I usually get to play with my cousin Amy when I go there. We both like to make skits. When I'm not with Amy, I like to play with other kids in my neighborhood. Mom says I can't leave the parking lot of our building, so I just play inside it. I ride my bike and play tag with the kids. At home, I enjoy playing with my Barbies. I actually have 15 of them. Sometimes I invite friends over and we dress up our Barbies and do each other's hair. We always have so much fun. I asked Mama if I could join a choir group and Christian youth program, and she said yes. So during the school week, I participate in a choir group. We meet every week after school for 1 hour. I really like singing. On Friday nights, I spend my time with my Christian youth program. We sing songs, learn Bible stories, and play games. Some people at school think I look fat. I hate that. I don't want people to think I look fat or look different. It's hard though. It's something that constantly bothers me. What if I'm not cute enough? What if I'm too fat or too ugly? I just want to fit in. Sometimes being called fat hurts. Sometimes I just want to hurt myself because I don't fit in. Last year, I had to miss quite a bit of school because I was sent to the hospital because I was hurting myself. Mom always makes me do my homework early, right when I get home. I don't even get the chance to play or rest. If I don't finish my homework before bed, Mama makes me do it early in the morning. Some days, I go with my mom to pick up the food stamps. We take a bus, and it usually takes a while, but we eventually get to the office, but then we have to wait even longer, and then we eventually get our food stamps.
Hello, my name is Jenna, and I'm 18 years old, which is about the same age that my mom was when she had me. I have two half siblings, Katie and Mel Mel. My older sister Penny died before I was born. My dad is occasionally in my life. He lives more than 1,000 miles away in Florida, so I don't really get to see him. I live on and off at my mom's apartment. When I am home, I usually have to watch Mel Mel while mom goes to get food stamps or does other errands. I feel bad for my mom sometimes. She's a lot to deal with, and Katie and Mel Mel don't make it any easier. One time, Mom thought that the disbursement office ripped her off and gave her way less money than we should have gotten. I didn't want to add to any of her stress, so I told her that she didn't have to buy food for me. Recently, I got some bad news that was going to make things even more difficult for my family. I was diagnosed as HIV positive. It really scared my mom, especially since she's already lost one daughter. Mom freaked out. She swallowed a lot of pills and chased them with alcohol. Katie Mel Mel and I were just in the other room. We had to take her to the hospital to get her stomach pumped. When I told Grandmom about my diagnosis, she wasn't even surprised. We don't get along, ever since she called me a whore when I was only 10. This winter, I decided to move to Florida to live with my dad. It was getting cold here, and it would help my mom out with one less person to care for. She and I were supposed to split the $600 rent check, but once I became sick, I couldn't help out with the rent anymore. As soon as I got to Florida, my dad wasn't as helpful as I thought he was going to be. My living arrangements fell through, and I was only getting sicker. Mom finally decided that she was going to have to move to Florida with me after I was hospitalized. I don't know how she's going to afford this move.
Hi, I'm Tammy, Katie's grandmom. I live about 10 minutes away from Katie and my daughter Cece. Katie comes to visit me along with her cousin Amy every weekend. We are very close as a family, but sometimes Katie can be a handful. She is always demanding attention from me. There was this one time where I was watching the TV and the girls kept yelling at me to watch their skit. I can only ignore them for so long, but then Amy steals the remote and turns off the TV, so I end up watching their skit. Then Amy's father Ryan starts vacuuming up all the tinsel from the Christmas tree during the middle of their skit and breaks the vacuum. I have to kneel down to fix it, and the girls almost kicked me while dancing. I don't have the heart to tell them to stop, but I wish the children could play by themselves. Children's play is for children.